What up, everybody? It's your man Shotty, aka Mr. Jam, back with another video on Apex Legends. Now, today we are talking 5 ways to still enjoy this game, because let's be honest, there are a few things right now that got this game all in the shitter. SBMM, trash ass randos, code shoe, processing game logic, getting DC from a ranked match and getting a 45,000 minute penalty because you got kicked out of their goddamn servers and it didn't even have nothing to do with you. You didn't even actually disconnect. But whatever. We're going to talk about how we can still enjoy this game. I'll see y'all in a minute. Now, let me start with this disclaimer. If you are a rager, you rage against the machine. You're a Delor, a London FPS, that crazy ass Russian trick streamer who I can't think of what her name is, but the bitch be going off on motherfuckers in Russian, and frankly it is kind of funny. But if that is your mentality when you play games like these, this video is not going to help you. This video are for more even-keeled, somewhat ragey, but not always raging ass motherfucking people. This video, I do promise you, will definitely help you get back to enjoying this game. So with that being said, let's start with my first way, number 5, which is mute your random teammates. And I mean right from the beginning. As soon as you get to the screen, doesn't even matter if you hear anything, just hit the fucking triangle and mute these some bitches. Now, I know you're probably asking yourself, why would I do that? It sounds counterproductive. I'm going to tell you why. Now, how many times have you gotten to this little screen right here, you haven't muted your random teammates, and all of a sudden you hear a little something that sounds like this? Now, I'd personally like to guess, I'd say 1,432,652 times. For every 20 games you play, you're hearing it for like 17 of those games. And it's the most annoying fucking thing in the world. Now, when you're somebody who wants to be able to hear the footsteps, know what's actually going on in your environment, because when you're wearing your headphones, that's the main reason you're wearing it for, to increase sound awareness so you don't get snuck up on and get your cheeks clapped. But you can't do that when the person that you're playing with is bumping Lil Uzi Vert or some Playboy Cardi, and he's talking to his mom in the background, and he's on his iPhone talking to his cousin while smoking a blunt and eating a bag of fucking Fritos and petting his dog and trying to take his shoes off while he's also trying to take his socks off with his toes. Like a billion things he's got going on while you're just trying to enjoy and play your motherfucking game. Can't do that with all that goddamn distraction. And the second that distraction kicks in, if you've already been playing a few games and you've lost, or you ran into some bullshit, you died within 30 seconds, the second you hear that, it just brings your morale and your enjoyment level down to the lowest minimum that it possibly can. Even if it's your first game, the second you hear that noise, you're automatically like, oh my God. And the second you do that, oh my God, you're bringing yourself down. You're bringing that positivity down. You're bringing down your enjoyment. So to avoid that, mute your teammates. And don't be, I know I'm going to hear like, well, what if you turn out to have good teammates and they have good communication? Well, let me tell you something. I'm a good teammate and I have good communication. If I'm not wearing my mic when I'm playing, you best believe I'm making prioritized pings. When I see enemies, when I hear that my teammate needs certain loot, when I need certain things, ways to travel, what I'm defending, when I'm attacking, what I'm watching, if I see enemies, that is the reason why they have this system. And if that person is doing that, and let's say you run a match after that together, then you unmute the mic and you play with that person and you see what their communication is like through the headset. Because at least now you know they're a communicative player. You don't have to worry about if they are or not. But until those moments happen and you get that ability to find out if the person you're playing with is actually worth playing with, mute these mofos off the motherfucking rip. Which brings me to my next point. Play at the speed of your team. Now, after you've muted your teammates, you've dropped, you've looted, you can tell pretty early on in the match what kind of teammates you have. If they're going to be dumbasses because they drop solo and landed halfway across the map from you, you know what kind of teammate you're running with. If at every second of fire, they get to running over there and they're trying to straight clap cheeks, you know they're aggressive. If they're sitting trying to camp and hide in buildings and not really trying to move out of the circle, you know they're defensive players. Play at the speed of your team, man. I'm telling you, it's a big help when you want to go back to enjoying this game, because when you're not doing so, let's say you have teammates who play extremely aggressive and you're a defensive player, you have now increased your stress level, because you have two options. You can either let your teammates run off to this fight and you stay back, they can get clapped and now you're alone, or you have to bite the bullet and say, well, I now too have to play aggressive and go in, because if I lose my teammates and I'm by myself, there's a high probability I'm going to get clapped in a 1v3. So I need my teammates. So now you're forced to do it. Increase stress, decreasing enjoyment. Tit for tat. This is how life balances out, man. Now, understand this, though. If you are one of those aggressive players, and let's say your teammates are the opposite, and you're like, man, yo, Shotty, fuck that, my dude. I'm not doing none of this camping defensive shit. I'm a TTV Wraith. I gets in, I gets out, 3,000 kills on God. Then by all means, man, play aggressive if that's what you want to do. But understand this little piece to the rule as well. If you're not going to play at the speed of your teammates, do not be mad and cuss your teammates out if you die or if they don't join you on your dumbass crusade. Okay, I have moments where I definitely want to play super aggressive. Like, most of the time I do try to play strategically. Definitely some luck in there. But sometimes I like to throw shit to the wall, man, and just be like, you know what, I'm about to go ham. Fuck all this bullshit. And I will bounce on my random teammates. But if I get my cheeks clapped, I don't get mad. I don't talk shit to them. I don't get on the mic and be like, man, you're trash. You're straight trash. You're a trash. I don't do none of that. I just wait a few seconds, see if I'm able to get revived. If I see, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to get up, I just leave the match and get the fuck on, man. Simple as pie. And it keeps life easy for me, because my stress level is down, which means my enjoyment level is up. You feel me? Tit for tat. Remember that, man. Extremely important. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is switching to a different legend besides your main. Again, I know that sounds counterproductive. You like, Shotty, I am a god with motherfucking Wraith, bro. My portal game is tight. My motherfucking vanishing through the void shit is on point as well. I clap cheeks with Wraith and Wraith only, bro. I can't play anything else. The fact of the matter is, yes, you can. When you first got this game, you didn't know who the fuck you were really going to be that good with. I thought I was going to be a Bloodhound main. Turns out I'm trash with Bloodhound, so I don't play with him that often. But there are times where I feel like, you know what? I think I'm going to run a Bloodhound game. Why not? He's a legend. Why not be better with the moves? And it'll be fucking fun. Now, the reason why I say that this is a good idea is also, let's get back to the menu. You're a Wraith main. 3,000 kills on God. You're not first pick, though. And first pick is, guess what? Wraith. Because he also got 3,000 kills on God. Right? Now, here you are, pissed, mad because someone stole your main. You don't never really play with anybody else. And you feel like you're just going to be trash at the game. Which does what, team? Squad? Listeners? Raise your stress level, which in turn does what? Decrease enjoyment. Exactly. So this is why I say it's good sometimes to get out there and just play a different character, a different legend. Learn the abilities, learn new and fun ways to clap cheek, because that's what makes you have so much fun. If you're a Wraith main and you're great at portals and you know how to portal somebody right off the map because you're that pro at this shit and you do that, it's hilarious to you. You're having fun, your enjoyment is up, you're cracking up. Like I just got, I made a whole squad fall off the edge of Overlook like dumbasses trying to follow me through my portal. I get that, that's dope. But imagine if you were playing a little Lifeline and your teammate's down and there's a 2v1 on you, and every time they try to shoot at you, you use the Lifeline shield to block the bullets, and then you spray, and then use the shield. And when you learn how to do stuff like that, that's also fun too. Those are cool moments now for you to clip and post, or whatever that you do. Maybe you don't stream, maybe you don't create content, but let's just say you do. Maybe you just want it personally to have it for yourself. It's dope. But you can't do that when the only thing you do is play your one specific character. And like I said, by doing that, if you're not able to be the person that you want to be in your game, all you're going to start doing is, if Your teammate gets clapped by playing your main character, you're gonna start blaming them and saying, "Well, if I was Wraith, I could have been the reason why we won this 3v3 right here, and we could still be surviving, and we'd be top 3 because I wasn't Wraith, because I wasn't, because I wasn't, because I wasn't." And then, like I said, stress level. Stress removes enjoyment out of every situation, man. Anything you do, you don't want to be stressed. There is a difference, and I want to point this out on the screen. There is a difference between being stressed and being focused. Those are two completely different things. When you're focused on something, that's not stress. That is your brain just tunnel visioning in on what you're trying to accomplish, your goal. Stress is when you panic, hit, fire, shoot, you miss a bunch of shots, you're completely trash, you get clapped, and you break your goddamn controller, keyboard, mouse, or game monitor. And you don't want that. So, it's pubs, guys. Like, it's not ranked. You're not going to lose any points. Flip your legends up a little bit. Play around. Have some fun, man. I think it'll do you some good. Now, let's say you didn't listen to my advice and mute your teammates off the rip, but you say, hey, fuck it, because you don't hear anything, so it should be fine. And all of a sudden, you do something that your teammate finds utterly fucking retarded. And then you hear the sounds of a microphone being clicked into a controller, and the teammate who begins to berate you with a plethora of insults, i.e., you're trash, you're garbage. What do? I'm going to tell you what you do, because it brings me to my next point, and that is talk shit back. That's right, talk yo shit, my dude. Talk your motherfucking shit. Now, before I get into this fully, understand I'm not telling you to be a toxic player. Don't talk shit out of anger, because when you talk shit out of anger, it increases your stress level, which decreases your enjoyment, and that is the crux of this video and understanding how to enjoy it. So we don't want that. What you want to do is lightly banter. Talk a little bit shit back. Stupid shit. My favorite go-to line when a teammate is being toxic, I love to somehow incorporate the phrase, your mom's cooch. So if they come to me and my teammate is like, you know, you're a straight garbage can, I say, yeah, just like your mom's cooch. And then they get all extra angry and like, yo, I'll fuck you up in real life, pussy. Tell me where you live at, bitch. What state you in? What city you in, pussy? I let them know I'm in the state of your mom, city of her cooch. I can't even say it without laughing myself. Now, mind you, there are many, many examples of people being toxic towards you. But I promise you, if you can find a way to flip it using the phrase, your mom's cooch, you're going to have a really, really good fucking game. Because you're going to be sitting there cracking up laughing because you're not taking any of this serious while your teammate is straight raging, heart rate up to like 200, getting ready to motherfucking explode at a guy that he's never met and never going to meet because, god damn it, it's an online multiplayer, you fruit. So yeah, enjoy a little bit of that toxicity, man, because it can be fun. Like I said, just don't let it actually stress you out. Don't get genuinely motherfucking mad, because once this match is over, you're not going to see this douchebag again. And even if you do, it's not like you're going to play with this motherfucker every game. You don't know him, he's a goddamn rando. So who the fuck cares? If they want to talk shit, talk some shit back, go to your mom's cooch. It's a really great way to get somebody extremely mad. You're welcome for that one. Here we are, folks. Our very, very final way to enjoy this game, numero uno, and that is to step the fuck away. That's right, step the fuck away. When you've been playing for hours upon hours and you've been getting clapped and clapped and clapped and clapped, none of the previous 4 ways are going to get you to a state to where you're going to enjoy this game. It's not going to happen. The only thing you can do is just close this shit out and do something else. Could be playing another game, could be watching some TV, could be smoking a little weed. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's what you need to do until you feel better and you hit that, you know, that moment in your stomach where you like, all right, I'm ready to PEX again. For me, I smoke a little weed, and let me throw out, I live in Massachusetts, so it's completely legal for me to smoke weed, so fuck you. But anyways, I will smoke a little cron and watch Bob Ross. Now, some of you may be a little too young to know who Bob Ross is. He's a painter. The man was a goddamn genius. The man made the flyest mountains and rivers and trees you ever did see. If you've never seen it, promise you, you'll enjoy it. Go to YouTube and Google some Bob Ross, man. But yeah, I watch a Bob Ross. I watch some Markiplier. I watch iTemp or Staycation or somebody or Razor. Just go shred people in lobbies in Apex, and I live through them vicariously. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, you got smoke. You see that 20 bomb, bitch? And it just keeps me hyped back up again, and wants me, you know, it gets me back to a place where I want to play the game. And now, when I restart the game, I remember the first 4 ways that I spoke of to you guys, and I make sure to incorporate them again so I can go back to enjoying the game at least for longer. If I'm not going to enjoy the game for the full amount of time I'm playing, I'm at least going to have a few hours of good gamage, because let's be frank, at some point you get to that point where nothing works and you're at your stress level and there's just nothing you can do. It's time to cut it off, man. So remember that. If you get to that point where nothing seems to be working, do not be afraid to just cut this goddamn game off. Remember, it's just a fucking video game. The shit's not real. You can press start at this exact moment on the screen that I am now, leave the match and close it if you're that stressed out, and go do something the fuck else, man. That's it for me, y'all. I hope this video helps. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe, because it really, really, really helps. Also, do me a favor, share it a little bit, pass it on to your friends, you know what I mean? Anyways, man, as always, get out there and catch these kills. You heard? Cheeks clap, bitch. Ooh, hold up, let me see. Did I clap these cheeks on this lifeline? Did I get them lifeline cheeks? I'm sorry, folks. Let's find out. I want to know. I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's right. I dropped a Gibraltar mid on that bitch. Yeah, but did she get them cheeks clapped? Oh, yep, she got knocked. Ah, dumb bitch. That's what you get.